Here we go. It's game 3 of 5. Love Triangle and Miramar, ladies and gents. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the game. We hope you will enjoy our most pleasant stay. This is the plane path over Miramar. We've got 5 different game modes on 5 different maps for you this evening, and this is the middle one. Relatively central circle, letting everyone know where things are going to be early on. Will there be drop planes? Do you mean emergency, do you mean like drag and drops, balloons? I don't know, actually. I don't know. You'd have to ask admin Patrick. I've actually got no clue. 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock, the plane path here. With a phase 1, roughly from San Martin through to Los Leones inclusive. So Picardo just fine. Most teams are dropping relatively comfortably. 2 teams that have decided it's worth fighting, though, are My Little Pony and Behind the Other Bear. Hack shots in that bright guy. On the ground floor of the same building. Hack shots going with the rapid fire on the Mark 12. Gets the early knock. I suspect that's going to end up being a flush as well. Where's the rest of the team? Oh. Oh no. Ghost in the Ghost in the Shell in a lot of trouble, but Ghost in the Shell gets Cassie with the grenade. Oh, that is unbelievable stuff. The only thing he had in his hand, and he manages to get a knock for it. Fox will be able to get Cassie revived, though, and unfortunately, that is 2 very, very early knocks and flushes for Behind the Other Bear. A 3rd member of the team has gone down as well. This is an absolute horrible start to the game for My Little Pony. Opting to contest early on against Behind the Other Bear, and it's just not worked out for them. About that smoke, not sure it's that effective. Not completely sure it's that effective at all, but you know what? We'll take it. We get the revive. What can Zakaya and Sniper do to salvage this situation? I don't think Behind the Other Bear are interested in rushing all the way up here anytime soon. But I think some consolidation and maybe a vehicle to drive away would be very, very useful for them right now. Fury coming in with a 22-month resub. Thank you and hello, Fury. On board now with the Happy Hopping Hippos, who basically have Merb surrounded. I kind of want to know what's going on here. So Merb... Oh, it's not too bad. Okay, fine. Merb's on the bottom of the cliff. It does look like on the minimap that they've got Merb absolutely positively surrounded and Merb screwed, but it's not quite that bad. 3 teams Los Leones. Los Leones is comfortably big enough for 3 teams, admittedly. Where else have we got action going on? Oh, Merb's going for it, and that's because Guy Yang has decided to parachute down towards San Martin. Merb will have been telling the rest of his team this, but Sakura and Kentama are both comfortably here now. And this is going to trigger Copter and Rigger to move slightly closer. I think that's a good move. Where's that Mike Smash? Oh, goodness. Yeah, he could be a while before that Mike Smash is in on the action here. That could be problematic. Oh, no. Speaking of problematic, here's My Little Pony. They continued to stay there, and it looks like we have a little bit of a loop-around operation from Behind the Other Bear. Fox, Apocalypse, and Hack Shots all approaching. What do you call these? They're not water tanks, right? They're something else. But they're approaching the tanks and this labyrinth of stairs and pathways between them. We've actually got them entering now. We're going to go on board with Fox because this looks like the most fun. Oh, gas can from above. Do it. Zakaya's knocked. Last player up is Sniper. We're pushing in. Apocalypse finishing off Zakaya. Hackshots is down. Sniper's fighting back, but not quickly enough. And it's a Molotov from Hackshots that will finish off my little prony behind the other bear. Got those 2 early knocks, made them flushes, and decided, you know what, let's go ahead and push and finish the team off. They did not leave quickly enough. They decided to stay put. And they've now paid the price behind the other bear, up to 4 kills, and all 4 of their team are alive. In the meantime, Obey the Beard. Oh, losing Bradle very early on, so they're down to a trio here. Out in the middle of nowhere, needs to zoom into Picard, and it's because there is someone in 5 stack trying to gatekeep them. Who is that? That is Timzel. Oh dear. On the roof. Now getting pinned down there by Killy. And because Killy's pinning him down, that allows Beard Guy and Noxy to comfortably make their way up. It's trapped on the roof now. He's gonna have to jump off. If I were Timsel right now, I would jump off and use the parachute. Yes, indeed. And get as far away from me. I would not go into the next... I wouldn't go into the next building. I would keep running. I would probably go towards Casino. Yeah, there we go. Make a run for it that way. That is the smart play. In and out of rainbows. Potentially through apartments as well. Casino could be fun, but now they don't know where he is. So Killy's going to join and pop back in via vehicle. Very, very smart stuff. We crack on. Copter, Merb, and Rigger. Still on the east side of San Martin compared to the happy hopping hippos who know that they're there. Merb took a lot of shots at them a little earlier on. Dell's driving school hitting the highway. Why always me? Rominicus, Ziggyman, and Strayu going close enough to the bush Wookiees that they should know that they're coming. Yes, they do. Couple of token shots. I don't think anything seriously hitting. Do a quick zoom out to confirm. Yep, that's fine. Their hit point bars look completely okay. Timzel, that's in Picardo. Gets Beard Guy. They're trying to follow through. That's a blue zone grenade that unfortunately is way too far. I can see what he was trying to do there. But Envy and Noxy able to survive at the moment. Second grenade goes through the window but doesn't do the damage he wants. And Timzel's going to have to think about relocating once again. Well, someone was asking where the dragon drops were. I think this answers the question. Behind the other bear. Have opted to go for the emergency pickup. Stun gun on the teammate there. Classic. Absolutely love it. Moving a lot while emoting is tough. So having the emotes in place where you can do that is useful indeed. They're going to be coming in on a drag and drop very, very soon indeed. Happy hopping hippos. Not quite taking out... Oh, I was going to say it's a team, but it's not. It's actually just Merb from Trick or Shoot. Man, do these guys go nowhere together? What's going on? Okay. Copter and Let Mike smash. They're in a car. That's good. They're coming through San Martin. Rigger's sort of in the Batulin's position, if you were. A little bit of oversight there. And God knows what Merb's doing. Merb is playing with fire, is what Merb's doing. Doing a little bit of a cheeky peek on a 1v4. Just in case that's... Oh, get back. No, just shoot. Okay. We're gonna shoot instead. Let's get on board with Sakuras and see what happens here. Yeah, I thought that was gonna be painful. You know, I thought that was gonna be... Oh my goodness! Timzel, you beast! You absolute beast, getting Beard Guy for a second time. And the blue zone grenade as well, catching him. Timzel is an absolute beast here. Is he going to get Beard Guy? Yes, he is. Timzel gets the confirmed kill, the Red Hot Chili Chickens. Timzel is cooking. As a solo as well, might I remind you. Behind the other bear now. Getting a little bit of grief from the happy hopping hippos. as they find an excellent rock to be on. Merb gets a little bit close, regrets it. And that's going to be an insta-flush. Rigger relatively close by. But taking damage. He needs a way out. Where's the rest of the squad? Oh. Copter and Let Mike Smash are so far the other side of this fight now that they might as well be in Narnia. Ooh. In fairness, that was juicy. 27 damage from this range. But it's actually behind the other bear doing the damage to them at the moment, and that's from on top of this rock. The hippos here may want to move sooner rather than later. Is Kentama resable? I don't know if they're going to try. They might try. It's 40 seconds before the blue begins to move, remember? So I think there is enough time. If they have a vehicle, that would be ideal. But it does delay their rotation considerably. Dutch Knight, otherwise known as Perennial Blue Zone Destroyer, and Nana Spam are chilling, coming in from Power Grid on the world's highest parachutes. And Bradle's coming back. Obey the Beard. It's only Beard guy out now. Bradle's going to be coming back into Picardo. Timzel has been an absolute... Timzel doesn't care. Timzel is the honey badger here. He is shooting absolutely everyone. He doesn't care who you are. If you've got a pulse, that's all that matters. Absolute beast. Kentama gets finished off behind the other bear. Remember, they used that emergency pickup to get on top of this rock. So they've got an excellent place to watch everyone else. Trick or shoot, Copter and Let Mike Smash. They're doing a tour of Miramar right now. I don't know how it's possible for them to have gone through 3/4 of the entire map, but they have. Predominantly Mark 12s by the looks of things. Double Mark 12 for Copter as well. Really putting faith in the 5.6 weapon here. We've got a VSS for Let Mike Smash. Possibly on full auto for short range. Use it as a shotgun, effectively. Picardo, in the meantime, is looking pretty hot indeed. Hang on just a second. Obey the Beard here. Looking very difficult. Killy is very close to two members of the Bullet Sponges, although I think... okay, they're both overlooking... Oh no, stop me. Hang on. Lone Ranger and Daddy Sage are in the same building. So the Bullet Sponges and Obey the Beard. In a very interesting fight right now. Killy gets Daddy Sage, and instead of backing up, Lone Ranger decides to... Oh. Run from the blue zone grenade that he just threw that hit Daddy Sage as well. I have questions about that. Oh dear, getting finished off. And Lone Ranger's going to want to finish Killy for that as well. An eye for an eye and all that. Don't know if he's going to be able to. That's actually Timzel helping there. Bradle finishes off Timzel. Finally! Timzel, the menace of Pachinki. And Lone Ranger opts to fight another day. Chooses not to go into Killy to try and get the flush. Where's he going now, though? That's the question. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't really think there were many places he could have gone there. Oopsie daisy. There goes the camera. There goes the vehicle. Bullet Sponges eliminated in 11th place. There goes them. North of the road in Pachinki, the Bush Wookiees very much have these single and double story apartments. No one in Boxing Ring at the moment. And Pandemonium appear to have taken an apartment building each. It looks like they're on the roof. Yes, they are. The Social Butterflies, in the meantime, are on the west side, right next to Ziggy Man. Ziggy Man is in a very precarious position right now. Where is... Oh my goodness. Chrominicus is nowhere close to zigging, man. This is going to be an interesting rotation for him for sure. And loads of teams in Picardo now. Zone has decided to move towards the center of the map. Smoke's going out towards Gaiyang so that the Happy Hopping Hippos can continue the game as a trio. Decent enough smoke. All eyes on what's happening here. Oh no, there's only one smoke left for him. At times like this, I guess you drink an energy drink. That's a frag grenade. How's the frag grenade going to work? Oh dear. It's not is the answer, unfortunately. Party Zombie with the SKS and back Kiwi of the potatoes are going to be finishing them off. They've got control of 5 stack. Dr. Tobbs as well. Very much in the warehouse on the backside, so that if anyone gets close enough that they disappear behind a building, Dr. Cobbs has got first dibs. And we're going north of Picardo. All of these buildings are going to have to be vacated. This is carnage. Trick or shoot eliminated, but the real deal here and the real story is that in 1 minute and 11 seconds, all of these teams have to move. This is a horrendous circle for all of them. This is absolutely awful. Is that a mortar? What? Where? Huh? Did anyone else hear that? Oh well, something will explode somewhere at some point, I am sure. Behind the Other Bear and Cassie. Oh, is Cassie the last surviving member of Behind the Other Bear? Let's take a look. No. Cassie's knocked Apocalypse and Hap Shops further behind, but struggling to get towards her. That's a beautiful blue zone nade to actually finish Cassie from the game. Purge 97 doing a great job there from the rainbows. I'm already doing 5 push-ups between this game and next. You want me to do 10? Okay. I'll get on it, Ginger. I'll be a sweaty mess by the time game 4 starts is what's going to happen here. Happy Hopping Hippos getting drive-by the social butterflies here, and they're taking an awful lot of damage. Just might be bitten off a little bit more than they can chew. Tendo and Sharp Knieven still standing. Super Schniffer getting knocked out as soon as he exited the vehicle by the looks of things. It's a 2v3 at the very least. Sakuras goes down. Gaiyang on the right-hand side is who they have supporting them right now. And unfortunately, Tendo gets the headshot. So that means the social butterflies, all 3 of them are alive, but look at the health of their vehicle and look at where the blue zone is. The blue zone is coming in. That vehicle isn't really drivable. They have to run in. They're using their meds. It's a rough place for them to be right now, and a lot of people can shoot them while they're down here. They have to be picky with how they get into zone because there's really not that much cover here. And once the cover starts, well, Apocalypse and Hackshots are there waiting. Bushwookies looking towards boxing ring. And the beards are in trouble. This is what happens when Envy-san is the first player out. If your job is to obey the beard, but the beard isn't there, it just becomes lawlessness. It becomes chaos. Disharmony. There's no unity. All of those long words. Oh, that's a double kill with the VSS. Quick reload, coming back for more. Here's the 4th player. Gets 2 hits off, actually. And Hupyi nearly goes down there. But will be able to get the entirety of his team back up. The potatoes down to 1. And yet somehow surviving to have all 4 just about back up for phase 6. That was as close as you like. Behind the Other Bear now have problems. Social butterflies above them. They don't know for sure they're all dead now, but they are all dead except Tendo. They've got the Bushwookies below them. Need as many knocks as possible to buy them an opportunity to come in. 15 seconds until the next zone starts moving. Ouch! Hack shots from about 12 different angles there. It's melancholy. that will get the confirmed kill. I don't think there's anything Apocalypse can do to get that revive at this point. Unfortunately, the blue zone also moving in. That is Hackshot's done for. And Apocalypse, between a rock and a hard place, they will get taken out. Bushwookies now successfully gatekeeping the bottom of the circle. Let's see who else is left. 2 of them have been knocked. And that's because, oh no, the potatoes relatively close by. Apfel and Lil G Coin. If they can get revived by Purge, that's going to be big here. They have got a teammate inside the boxing ring. And it looks like the revive's just going to take place in front of them. Is Party Zombie here to try and rescue Dr. Tobbs? The Bushwookies are being quite mannered here. They have no interest in insta-flushing, which is fair enough. And Party Zombie gets taken out by Melancholy as a result, maybe with half an eye on reviving, leaving the teammates alive as bait there. Maybe that was a good thing. We've got Dutch Knight still alive as well, but the Bushwookies are overwhelming favorites to win this game now. 4 players alive versus 1 versus 1. Tendo is alive for the Social Butterflies. Dutch Knight is alive for Pandemonium. But it's 4v1v1. Is this a formality, or are we going to see a miracle in Picado? Melancholy going for a very wide flank, wanting to see if there's anyone still up here. I think he just saw Tendo. He did! And unfortunately, lying down in the... Oh my goodness, what an aid! That would have been so good if Tendo ran into that. Lying down in the middle of nowhere. Dutch Knight gets headshot. It's only Tendo left. 13 hit points. The rest of the Bushwookies moving in now. It's a 2v1. Tendo gets a knock onto Apfel. Nice little flashbang. Temporarily blinds him. Blue zone coming in. And phase 7. Phase 8 in 45 seconds. Flashbangs out. Underarm. More flashbangs coming his way. He's got the high ground. He can't get the knock, though. It's Purge 97 with the final kill. And with 8 kills, the Bushwookies will win game number 3. GG. Well played.